What's up, guys? This is your Magic Bullet. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Emperor card in the upright. You have the Five of Hearts in the upright. The Five of Pentacles is people being casted out in the dark, socially, financially. So maybe feel free to include others or be sympathetic to others. At a point in time in your day or your week, specifically. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy with an emphasis on Taurus. Taurus is stubborn, stuck in their ways, unable to see the other side of things. Slow, earth energy, feminine, watery, emotional earth energy. It's on the light side of the spectrum of the zodiac signs, but it's also a negative energy. So like a feminine energy, like yin. It's like cold, wet, dark, you know. It's kind of how this image is depicted anyways. And there's people at the bottom begging, kind of at a loss. They have wisdom at their feet, but they also have squalor. Okay. And fives are about conflict. There could be conflict in which how they're perceived. Maybe they're misunderstood. Pentacles is luck, health, wealth, fortune, anything tangible, physical, concrete as well. Coin, finances, produce, product, something tangible. It's in the reverse, so someone could be internalizing this energy. But as always, the way out of this energy is into this energy. This card typically depicts beggars outside of a warm church where there's a lot of sustenance and shelter. But they just need to go inside. So this is usually what goes on when there's a lot of chaos in the world. Okay? It's best to just go inside and create like an environment of peace, I would think, around you. And then, you see the Emperor looking at this card. This is how you empower yourself. And again, the Emperor kind of thematically symbolizes the download. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but the download that I've kind of been getting earlier today was like grounded confidence. So you can see the Emperor is very grounded. He's very in tune with his mystic and psychic abilities with the crystal ball in front of him. He has the Ankh there, which is a ancient Egyptian symbolage, which represents the crux of the physical and the spiritual, and the frequency from the front of the heart chakra to the back of the heart chakra. And this symbol is it speaks to the frequency and the vibration that the heart gives out. but also the crown, your thousandth petal lotus at the peak of your head. That's why in Buddhist statues there's usually a point or a peak, because you're essentially both a satellite, a radio, and a microphone. So your reality is holographically projecting a feedback loop of what you're tuning into. Okay? So if you're tuning into the chaos, then your world's gonna be chaotic. But if you tune into the peace, then your world's gonna be peace. Very elementary. Another 5 is conflict, so there could be not only a conflict in the physical outer realm, but emotionally. You could have, mixed conflicting emotions with what's going on. But again, I think the answer is always the same, is to find that grounded stability within the self. I think, or I should say, but I also think that some sort of misinterpretation of spirituality is oftentimes the view of it being something intangible, esoteric, kind of willy-nilly out in the space of things, but really it's fundamentally rooted in the centering of self, in that your biology embodies, gives shelter and refuge to your consciousness, which is again the operating mechanism of the intake and output of your reality. So when things are getting squirrely around us, it's best to center ourselves and zone in within ourselves. And then this is how we create peace in the world. That's why you have Buddhist monks chanting. You have thousands of Buddhist monks congregating and chanting for peace, because these are frequencies and vibes, nodes, points of being in our consciousness that are available to tap and tune into. So I assume that the theory is that if you have so many nodes and so many, so many images of internalized, peace, and people not reacting to fanfare and hype, then as social creatures and beings, we could lead and follow by example. So if your example is that of someone who is peaced and centered, pieced up within themselves, then you're going to have a world like that, so you have to lead by example in this way. So that's my magic bullet. Light and love.